What is good, fam? Back at it with another one. Today we're actually gonna make some ribs. I was able to get these at the grocery store for a very good price. I don't even know how to make ribs like that, but hey, I got a cast iron skillet. I also have a Dutch oven. I'm making some meat beans with the Bush's baked beans with the ground beef, so stay tuned for that as well. First step is gonna be to chop up some of this green onion, keeping it simple for the veggies this time. We got our butter going a little bit. Throw our veg in there. As soon as you put those onions in there, it smells delicious. So now that we got our onions going, we're gonna go ahead and season our ribs up a little bit. So my plans are, we're gonna sear the ribs in some seasoning in the pan and get it nice and pre-cooked, and then we're gonna put it in the oven for the remainder with some barbecue sauce on to emulate the barbecue texture. No recipe, just going off of the whim, going off of vibes. Barbecue, I feel like requires some good seasoning salt. Larry's always does the trick, especially with some high-fat protein. And you see all the seasonings I'm using right here. Nothing crazy, basic stuff. Cayenne pepper, seasoning salt, onion powder, a little bit of cinnamon. That was a lot of smoked paprika, but here's what it is. It's all love. It'll all boil down at the end of the day. Some pepper, of course. That's all she wrote. I also put a little bit of brown sugar on top too as barbecue. Why not? Put a little more butter in the pan. We're gonna get the pan nice and hot. This was on sale. I usually get 90-10, but this was on sale for like less than $7, and it's grass fed. So we had to go and cop that. All right, face down first. Get all that good onion flavor. Butter is gonna caramelize nicely in there. It's gonna be a good time, people. All four down. We're gonna let that get nice and hot again. I might just put it in the oven in the cast iron. That probably makes the most sense, honestly. Now that I have it at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put barbecue sauce on and throw it in the oven. And we'll be using Sweet Baby Ray's for this occasion. Hopefully I remember to use mint sweat and take that out. The ribs are done. They're gonna use those drippings and all the flavors from the ribs and the barbecue sauce to put in the beans for the meat beans. Also be throwing down on some of these Nathan fries. The best frozen fries in the game, in my opinion. Also gonna saute some broccoli, which I would usually do in the cast iron, but I don't got time to wait right now, so we're gonna go ahead and put it in the stove pot. Just pull the beef ribs out of the oven. This is what they're looking like so far. Gonna let them rest a little bit, take them off, and then cook the beans in the same as that pan, get all that good juice on the bottom. Alright, we got the ribs to the side resting, still smoking hot. We got our pan smoking out here. We're gonna go ahead and get the beans started. Alright, well the pan's already hot, so we're gonna go right in with the veggie. We don't need to season anything, but we should have plenty of seasoning from the drippings that we already got from the barbecue sauce and the ribs and whatnot. Plenty of flavor in there. Should be good to go. You see that there is like a slurry of ingredients. Looks and smells pretty good, not gonna lie. Getting the ground beef mixed up now. Soon to be done here. Here's what we're looking like so far as the meat beans. This is just the barbecue sauce remaining from the ribs, as well as some green onion and some onion. Cooking that out a little bit, and then we're gonna add the beans in there. Usually I would drain these off a little bit, but I feel like the ratio is gonna call for a little bit extra liquid, so I might as well use the extra liquid in it. We're just gonna stir it together, let it probably cook on medium to low for about 10 to 15 minutes. And you got yourself some meat beans. Secret touches, don't tell nobody. You don't gotta know about it if you don't know about it. Finishing up the meat beans now. We have everything else ready and plated. We just gotta wait for our meat beans. Our broccoli's on standby. We got about a couple more minutes and we're ready to eat, people. It took us about an hour to get this meal in, but we got it done. So here we have our beef ribs right here. We have our Nathan's frozen french fries right there, super bomb. Our steamed / cooked broccoli, and then we just have some bread on the side. And also, we got the star of the show, in my opinion, the meat beans. Meat beans be slapping super hard. If you've never made these or you've never had these, you definitely gotta give these a shot. This is a whole meal in itself, honestly. Let's go ahead and get into one of these ribs here. Still hot, still steam coming off of them. Seems like they came out pretty legit. I've never even made beef ribs before, and we're just gonna see what it tastes like, but cheers. That's pretty damn good. Not much meat as a beef rib you would suspect, but what is on there is seasoned damn well. Layered barbecue sauce. I made it sear it in the pan before I put it in the oven for a while, like 20-30 minutes. A bit tough but delicious. I would say it's a success. Let me know where to bite. That being said, it could be a bit more tender. I'll go and give these an A flat. Damn good though, not gonna lie. More broccoli there. Super soft this time. I typically put like a nice char on my broccoli, but this is a good texture, really soft. Nice subtle but present flavor. Got the Nathan fries there. Oh yeah, let's hit them. But no further ado, let's get into these meat beans though. Super, super, oof, look at that. Still piping hot. Cheers. As I previously said, the meal in itself, super savory with that beef in there. I would say 85-15 is probably the way to go with this, just to get that a little bit extra fat. Contrast with the sweetness of the beans. Got that smokiness in there too from the paprika and all the seasonings. Bomb. 1 pound per large can of Bush's baked beans or whatever beans you want. Some onions. Simple. Probably throw some cheese on there if you want to, honestly. That's fine though, move that nice for one. Don't get ahead and buy everything. This is a good meal. Definitely one of the better spontaneous meals I made in the recent memory. Who's hitting? Might as well use that. Yeah. Let's say this all did come together quite nicely. The heartiness, the price, everything all together. I'll give this a solid 9.9 out of 10. Welcome to the Night Club. Takeaways, definitely try the meat beans. You can eat it with the fries, you can eat it with the bread, you can eat it by itself. Definitely gotta try this recipe. Beef rib was fire, not much meat though. Just good meal, people. Tune in for the next one. We got more food reviews. We got meals coming. We got challenges. Never know what we're gonna see next, but until the next one, people. Love. Peace out.